first telephone changed history forever. Little did anyone know this would unlock many secrets and opportunities for the future. Alexander Graham Bell, the first person to invent the telephone on March 10, 1876, had more power than anyone had thought and changed our history forever. After the telephone's success, they started growing to be more popular and efficient. Mostly only the upper class people had them. People didn't talk on them often, but when they did, it was important. The beginning of telephones were mostly for emergencies only. The more time passed, the more modifications were made to the telephone, from being connected to a wall to a mobile device and to a mobile device that you can fit in your pocket. These modifications made the phones have many other purposes, such as texting, calling, email, social medias, and games. As modifications got more extreme over time, cell phones got very popular and people have gotten overly dependent on these devices, addicted if you will. They are used in everyday uses and get in the way of school, work, etc. Overall, telephones have ruined our society and generation and lost purpose. Our generation is completely ruined and heavily addicted to these devices. Religion was extremely important when it was brought up. You live for God, not yourself. Crucifixions were common when rules were broken and neglected. The priests were the most powerful people. The church always came first. Many rules were unfair and cruel, but were to be followed strictly. Many priests were very hostile. However, big changes were made. Over time, the church was no longer a dominant force and all religions lost a lot of their power. Priests fell out of importance and most of the rules were demolished. Lifestyles fell out of love for God and many stopped using religion as a priority. Art was one of the first forms of languages and is more than a huge part in our history. From Indians painting on the walls to other people drawing portraits of one another. Art was used as a form of communication and it was a very influential part of everyone's lives. Art is nowhere near what it used to be long ago, such as paintings, sculptures, drawings, ceramic pieces, and much more. Art seemed to be a lot more advanced and very impressive considering the materials used to make them. Art was better in the early centuries.